At Sheboygan County Christian High School, where tonight the Eagles host their city rivals, Sheboygan Lutheran, in the Holy War by the Shore. Hello everybody, alongside the coach, Chris Wright, I'm Mike Martin. Chris, Lutheran comes in with a new coach, but they're doing really well this year so far.
Yeah, they are. You know, it's amazing. Last year, a state championship for Lutheran. What a great run. I had tears last year at the state tournament when I watched that take place, and it was just unbelievable. But Nick Verhagen, the former JV coach, is now the first-year coach because Todd Decker decided to follow his son, which I thought was a really smart idea. You know, your son only gets to play college basketball for 4 years in Wisconsin. He decided to let that go. But they are off.
Plus, it's always kind of nice to go out on top.
Yeah, that too. But they got a nice group back. And a lot of those kids got a lot of experience from the tournament a year ago. And interesting thing is, not just for Lutheran this year, but for Christian as well, there's only just one senior on the floor. So these two teams are going to get very used to each other the next 2 years.
Brett Flipsy, I think, is the dean of coaching in the Central Lakeshore. He's in his 14th year, and they were down a couple of years after having a 4-year run that was just outstanding. But they're back a little bit. They haven't won all their games, but they're still more than competitive.
Yeah, they were picked for 7th in their league, and already they beat 2 of those teams that they were picked below. So these guys are all right. And I look over here, and where it's talking to Marty before we started, and like they got tall kids. I mean, that's something that North and South would love to have. So, and they're young. So, making progress, making baby steps to get to the top. Maybe not this year, but maybe work to the upper half next year is their goal. And playing at home against Lutheran tonight, let's see what happens.
I think the styles of play are going to be very different between the two. Lutheran likes to fire up the three-pointers. Christian likes to play more of a slow-down defensive battle.
Yeah, they will. Coach Flipsy's always had really good defensive teams, and they got a little bit of quickness, and they got some height. So, if Lutheran's going to miss those shots, it's important for Christian to allow just one and out. They got to control the defensive boards and, see what they can do on offense. They've had some up and down offensive things. They had a tough night the other day against Duisburg, but everybody has tough nights against Duisburg, but, they're doing all right.
Now, Stecker's a really good guard for Christian. He'll run the show for them. On the flip side, Sheboygan Lutheran has a couple of guys that are averaging big time in Lipom with 18, I believe, and Tyler Zastro, who's the second leading scorer on the team last year as a sophomore, is up at 17.
Yeah, you got Jers. Jers is on that group as well, and Lipom last year. And, a lot of these kids, as I said, got a lot of experience last year as sophomores. And, everybody talks about that, game-winning shot by Sammy Decker last year. But the best thing about it was, he got a pretty good screen from some underclassmen to get down there to the floor. And little things win basketball games. The one thing that Lutheran does know, they know how to win, and they can carry that over to this year. And they haven't played Duisburg yet, but that'll be a good test for them too.
Caleb Kelly is another name we want to mention. He's averaging 10-6 a game. You can look for him to possibly do something here tonight.
Yeah, it's kind of unique. They got sophomores are first and second in scoring on both teams, and the juniors the top scoring of the thing. So I think it's, like I said, going to be fun the next 2 years watching these two teams. And Christian would like to obviously hold serve at home.
It's going to be an exciting game, so stay tuned. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and a tip-off for tonight's game.
Local government, local educational institutions, and local community members all use cable access TV to communicate their message. They depend upon it as an affordable means of outreach. Public educational and government access television empowers local government agencies, individuals, and groups to use the media to speak directly to their constituents in a more direct and cost-effective way. Make sure everyone has a voice. Support your local PEG channels.
When you're behind the wheel, always watch for people walking and biking. It's Wisconsin law to give bikes at least 3 feet when passing. In Wisconsin, the laws are the same for bicyclists and motorists. So if you bike, ride with the traffic and obey stop signs and lights. People ride bicycles to go places, get exercise, reduce pollution, save money, and have fun. Watch for people riding bikes when you're driving. Share and be aware. We're all responsible.
Did you know that 90% of all eye injuries can be prevented by simply wearing proper eye protection? I'm Dr. Tamara Fountain for the American Academy of Ophthalmology. I see firsthand how vision problems can affect lives. We recommend that every household keep protective eyewear on hand to use during home projects and other activities that can cause injuries. Know your risks, save your sight. To learn more about eye health, visit geteyesmart.org.
I wouldn't let my peeps drive drunk.
Do you? Do you?
Do you? I got one.
Do you?
Actually, I got two. Designated drivers, that is.
Keep your head screwed on straight. Don't drive drunk. I don't. Do you? Do you?
Do you? Don't drink and drive. We don't.
Do you?
Brought to you by Rad, Terry Fader, and My Safe Ride Home. Friends don't let friends drive drunk.
We're back at Sheboygan County Christian High School where the game is getting ready to begin. Teams have just stepped off the court. They're going to go through the national anthem. We don't know if they're going to have a moment of silence for the shooting in Connecticut or not. We'll have to wait and see about that. But we do have the starting lineups. I'll be giving you that in just a second also. Moment of silence for the shooting that happened in Connecticut this morning.
Have a moment of silence and prayer for the families. Heavenly Father, we come before you with heavy hearts for these young kids and their families and all those affected. And we pray for your arms of grace to be wrapped around them, to give them comfort. Lord, that this will not happen again in this country. Let's pray for them, for those families. We also pray for our athletes tonight, Lord, that you give them safety, that you would use their talents to the most, we would all be respectful of each other, the referees, and all we do, we give you the glory. In Jesus' name, amen. Please remain standing for the playing of the national anthem by the Eagle Pep Band. Sheboygan County Christian High, Sheboygan Lutheran, and WIA report good sportsmanship of student athletes, coaches, and spectators at all events. Requesting cooperation and supporting the participants and officials. Profanity, racial, ethnic comments, or other intimidating or taunting actions will not be tolerated in our grounds for everyone.
Steve Reiner's in the house,
Please enjoy the
sitting
game.
courtside.
We also ask that you please do not bring any food or drink into the gym. And now, the starting lineup for the Sheboygan Lutheran.
And the starting lineups for tonight's game. Starting with Sheboygan Area Lutheran. The Jacob Jers, he's a 6-foot sophomore. Number 4, Ryan Sheely is a 6'3" junior. Number 11, Ben Lipum, he's a 6'5" senior. He's averaging 18.2 points per game. Number 23, Phil Lipum, is a 6-foot junior. And rounding out the starting lineup is 5'9" junior Tyler Zastro. Zastro averaging 17.3 points per game. Lutheran coached by first-year coach Nick Verhagen. They come into tonight's game 5-1, 4-0 in conference. Now for Christian, number 11, Brady Oddie, is a 5'6" junior. Number 14, we talked about him in the opening. Josh Stecker is a 6-foot junior. Number 15, James Rasmussen, is a 5'9" junior. Number 23, Caleb Kelly, is a 6-foot sophomore. And rounding out the starting 5 for the Eagles is Andrew Korber. He's a 6'5" senior. Christian is coached by Brett Flipsy, assisted by Ralph Decker and Michael Thomas. Assistants for Lutheran are Jim Pittner and Nate Dillman. We remember Dillman. We called some of the games when he was playing back in the day. Where's our t-shirt? I was surprised when I was looking up the information this afternoon, Chris, that Lutheran is, they're jacking up threes left and right.
Yep.
I had them for, what was it, your 31 threes made in only 6 games. I mean, that's a pretty healthy amount. 31 threes in 6 games, that's over 5. There's Nick Verhagen.
Lutheran 5-1, 4-0 in the league. Oostburg leads the league with 5-0. Lutheran 4-0.
We never mentioned Christian's record. They're 3-4 coming in, 2-2 in conference. Christian controls the tap. 3-point attempt is up and good by Josh Stecker. Just like that. Shot is no good. Rebound to the Crusaders. Zastro open from outside the line. He fires it up, can't get it. Rebound goes to Stecker. Looking for an opening was Adi, but pretty good defense played by the Crusaders. Shot is off, no good. Coming away with it was Leipom. Bounce pass got away from the intended receiver, but Zastro's got it now and fires up another 3 and can't get it to go. Adi on a driving layup, put it up and in. 5-0 Christian. Phil Leipom, shot is good. And he's fouled.
Well, nice move there, nice reverse. Moves there.
Razzie picked up the first foul, Chris. Leipom got away with an infraction, Chris. I think he got over that free throw line way too early.
There's not enough officials on the floor to see it.
Only 3. Adi on a backdoor pass. Basket's good by Stecker. That was sweet. 7-2.
Great start for Christian, obviously.
Zastro almost lost his balance, looking to go off of Adi, but Adi playing a good defense. Dump inside and a travel. Phil Leipom shuffled the feet. Jeff Hess coming in. Hess played quite a bit last year, Chris.
Yep.
Hess is a 6-foot junior.
He's the one that set the big screen in the state tournament. That's just a poor decision.
Well, it was a poor pass. I think the decision would have been right if he could have got the pass there.
Correct. That's a better call there, Marty. Right decision, a little short on the throw.
Throwing it right to the Leipom.
Yep, Brady's a former baseball player. He should be able to get it there.
Yeah, there you go. Speaking of getting there, where were you tonight?
Tommy had a referee.
Adi looking to drive, but pretty good defense played by Phil Leipom. Hess is guarding Stecker. That's a good matchup. Pull-up jumper from outside the lane is up and good by Kelly. And what a start by the Eagles.
Yeah, they're 4 of 5 from the floor, Marty.
9-2. Lutheran looking for an opening.
Christian just averaging 40 points a game. They got a quick 10 in 3 minutes.
3-point attempt is up and good by Ben Leipham.
They love to shoot them up there. That's their 4th 3-pointer in 3 minutes, and there's an easy basket.
Wow, Stecker got loose. How can you let that happen? 11-5. Juris trying to thread the needle inside, couldn't quite get it there. Bounced off a couple of legs. Pass out to Sheely. Now Hess has it. Seems like they're trying to force too much, Chris.
Yeah, that's the 3rd turnover.
Tyler Zastro coming back in.
Tell you, a lot of action in 3 minutes.
You're right.
And it,
Kyle Stecker in the game now for the Eagles. Over to Brady Adi. Going a little too quick there, Josh Stecker. He has it, looking inside. Zastro playing the tight defense. Juris reaching in. They're going to get called for a foul. Josh Stecker's going to trigger the infoul. We got 4:31 left in the first quarter. Christian on top, 11-5. With the ball. Caleb Kelly threw it away. Zastro from 16. Couldn't get it in. And
oh, wow.
Foul for over the back.
I think he jumped over his own guy.
Falls on number 15. Jeff Hess, that's his first foul. Second team foul on the Crusaders. Christian Eagles on top. Oh, good help defense there. And a nice kick out. Zastro lays it up and in. Good work by the Crusaders on that fast break. Chris never touched the floor. Kelly had it, gets it over to Adi. He goes right down Main Street and lays it up and in. That's too easy. 13-7. Hess, nice dish off pass. Inside, the shot is blocked. That was Sheely trying to get the shot off, but had it blocked. They call it on Chris. Number 20, Kyle Stecker commits the foul. And going to the line is going to be Ryan Sheely. First free throws for him. Jacob Ames in for the Crusaders. Sheely trying to make it a 2-for-2 trip. He does. 13-9.
Just like that, it's 13-9.
Yeah. They had a feed inside, but didn't take it. On the outside jumper is Josh Stecker.
4 for 4. 2 threes and 2 buckets.
Leipom lays it in. Stecker's shot is no good, and they're calling it off of Ben Adringa. It looked like Sheely was the one who hit it, but referee didn't see it that way. It's 16-11. Long three by Juris is good. Can't let that boy go.
Got to get on him. 16-14 now. Christian still on top. Double team action. Couple players were lost, and one of them was Caleb Kelly, who nails a three.
It's a lot of scoring.
It is.
It's a long quarter, but there's a lot of scoring. Still 2.5 minutes left.
The ball is tipped away from Sheely out of bounds. Otherwise, he'd had an easy two. It's 19-14, and there's still 2:25 left in the quarter. Juris missed everything, and not able to control it was Kyle Stecker. It'll stay with Lutheran. You know, I'm surprised because I think on my notes that I took, they only had 4 threes in 7 games. And they've already got a couple on it. That might not be accurate on the website, but I think the point is they're not used to shooting a lot of threes, but maybe not the case. Juris going hard to the basket, off the glass, no good, but he's going to get called for the offensive foul.
Well, that'll be his second foul, I believe.
Yeah, that's what I got him. Three-point baskets so far for Christian. Got Lutheran with 2. Is that what you have, Chris?
Yep.
Rolling down to the 2-minute mark. It's 19-14. Christian on top. They've led the whole way.
Trying to get through that trap. A 1-3-1 half-court trap to get him in. Wow.
A lot of bump. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. A lot of bumping and banging. I was surprised that Kyle Stecker didn't travel.
Well, and I thought that Stecker did the initial blocking. You know, he was the one creating the space.
Phil Lipom picks up that foul. There you get a good shot at Kyle. Makes the first free throw. Makes it 20-14. Oh, Stecker comes away with the rebound, but couldn't get the lay-in, and it was an easy shot, too.
Good effort.
Zastro almost lost it. Oh, what a pass inside to Phil Lipom, who puts it up and in. That was sweet.
Way downtown.
Stecker again.
He's got his average in the first quarter.
23-16. Kick out. I'm surprised Tyler didn't shoot that one. He was open. He had a look. And not a good pass by Tyler Zastro. Caused a sequence of events for Christian to get the steal. And Dringa is going to get called for traveling.
Right call.
Slid the pivot foot. Couldn't get his balance. Jeff Hess in the game.
Wholesale substitutions on both sides. In and out, in and out.
Austin Black coming in. Coming up the half court to get Hess. A little push off there, not called. Ames, feet inside to him, kicks it out. 3-point attempt is no good, but the rebound comes right back to Hasenstein. Ames, bango. Jacob Ames with a 3.
30 seconds. Very high scoring quarter.
Yeah, 23-19. We're not used to seeing this out of these teams. Not that they can't score, it's just they play better defense. Stecker, good feed inside. Black for an easy 2.
10 seconds, Marty.
Hess almost dragged the foot, and then a lazy pass. Black was open, tried to save it, but couldn't, and that's the end of the quarter. We're at the end of one quarter of play. Christian playing inspired basketball, leading 25-19.
Green, green, green. It's your home, it's your dream. Radon testing, keep it healthy and clean. Make it green, green, green.
Making it green starts from the ground up, so make sure the air in your home is healthy for your family to breathe. Test your home for the presence of radon. Go to epa.gov/radon.
Make it green, green, green.
Time was, kids did what came naturally, spending free time running through the grass, exploring streams. But times have changed. Today's indoor kids spend more than 7 hours in front of electronic media. That's why National Wildlife Federation created the Be Out There movement. Outdoor play improves kids' health, body, mind, and spirit. It helps them stay fit, enhances creativity, and could even make them better students. There's a reason they call it the Great Outdoors. Learn more at beoutthere.org.
Back at Sheboygan County Christian High School, just starting second quarter action. There you see the score. Christian playing very good basketball in that first quarter. Good feed inside to Ames. He lays it up. Nice pass by Phil Leipom for that easy basket. 25-21.
Christian on fire in that first quarter, Marty. 10 of 13 shooting. Holy cow. 4 of 4 from 3. Lutheran also over 50% now. They're at 8 of 15.
Stecker goes down. He looks like he's okay though. Jump shot by Rasmussen is no good. Pass from the free throw line, rolls off, couldn't get it to go. Austin Black with the rebound, then we get a whistle. 30-second timeout for, there's Todd Decker and his son Sam right alongside him. Sam would be the one with the hair. But well, nice to see those guys in the house. Mike Theobald and Chuck Benedum on the left on your screen. Jimmy Rush with the glasses. The whole cast of characters. Hey, I'm excited here. This is good. It's exciting basketball.
Very exciting, up and down the floor. Good shooting.
Yeah, especially
kids are
by Christian.
Playing their hearts out, that's for sure.
That's what we want. Jacob Ames, a 6'3" junior, has made an impression, Chris, since he's been out there. Hess guarding Kelly. And Hasenstein being guarded close. Rasmussen, pardon me, being close guarded. And Hess on a steal, lays it up and in. 25-23. Lutheran trying to make a comeback. Korber has it, being closely guarded by Ames, and another loose ball, but that time Christian is able to come away with it. Rasmussen's shot is blocked. Pushing it up is Parsons. Pardon me, Hasenstein. Shot is up and good by Ben Leipom, a three-pointer. And the Crusaders have the lead. 26-25, their first lead of the game at the 6:14 mark of the second quarter.
What was it, 11-2, or what was the score, Marty?
I had a 9-2 was the, had a 7-point lead, and then it was 11-5 and got a little closer after that, but 9-2 was the biggest. Coming back in is Kyle Stecker and Brady Oddie. We also have Rasmussen in there, Josh Stecker, Korber, and Kyle Stecker. Your 5 for the Eagles. And Oddie doing his best Meadowlark Lemon impersonation. Shot is no good, stripped away from Leipom, and then Stecker lays it up and in. Nice steal and a layup. Zastro over to Hasenstein, in the corner to Ames. Ben Lipom. Zastro with the left hand. He's pretty comfortable with that shot, Chris, being a left-hander.
He's pretty comfortable with any shot, Marty.
Gotta like that. Hey, he had an open 3 earlier and he didn't shoot it.
Yeah, 2 of 5 of shooting so far for Zastro. Kick ball.
Ames with a kick. Well, Nick Verhagen's a little younger than Todd. He moves up and down that sideline a little better than Todd did. The only difference is it takes him a couple extra steps. Stecker shot off the glass is in. Kyle Stecker, nice move by that young man. 29-28, bouncing back and forth now. Backdoor cut, Lipom shot rims off. That was Phil Lipom. Josh Stecker.
I think Lutheran's really turned up the defense a little bit, Marty. They seem to be right up on him now.
Good defense, double team quickly. Tyler Zastro is going to get the foul there. Will be his first. Josh Stecker will be at the line to shoot a pair. Josh Stecker with 15 points so far. Ryan Sheely checking in for Ben Lipom. Stecker's 16th point gives Christian a 30-28 lead. Boy, Hasenstein's shot from way outside is no good.
If you're open, shoot.
And losing it out of bounds was Caleb Kelly.
7th turnover for Christian so far. Matches Lutheran's 7 turnovers.
Sheely has it on top. Zastro wanted to drive, pulls up and shoots a 6-footer and banks it in, ties up the score.
Missed his 3 threes, but he's made his 3 baskets. 2-pointers, that is.
Yep. Just under 4 minutes left until halftime.
Good backdoor
Another backdoor cut, but Rasmussen not able to handle it, and then we get a blocking foul. It's going to go on Phil Lipom. 3. I've got him with 6 team fouls now. 7th, that was just the 7th foul, and they'll be at the line.
It's his 2nd foul. We'll see how Coach Verhagen plays this. All tied up at 30. Halfway through, quarter number 2.
Stays tied with that missed free throw. Zastro being guarded by Adi. Don't let him go left. He's going to score on you.
Getting hot.
Yes, he is. 6 points in the quarter. 8 in the game. Caleb Kelly.
I think the pressure on D has just increased for Lutheran.
Tyler Meinert in the game for the first time. Shot inside is no good. Lipom with a good recovery, and Zastro nails a 3. He's hot. Gordy Zastro in the house watching this. Got to bring back memories of when Gordy Zastro was about the 3rd or the 4th. There's been so many of them. We're talking about the Gordy that played for Sheboygan South back in the 70s, but they didn't have 3-point baskets back then. Kyle Stecker's checking out, and Josh Stecker is checking in. Josh leads all scorers with 16 points.
Well, the pace is quick like Lutheran wants it.
And they got a 5-point lead, too, all of a sudden. Good hands by Ames. And Dringa wanted to drive it, but didn't. And then we get a backdoor cut by Stecker, and he loses it out of bounds. And all of a sudden, turnovers are starting to mount.
Yep. Yeah, they're just...
There you see Brett Flipsy, and right behind him in the train conductor's hat is Gordy Zastro. And Dringa did a good job of blocking Sheely off the ball. 2:41 left until halftime. It's 35-30 Lutheran. Taylor Zastro in the ball game. You can't have enough Zastros on your team. The only problem is you always play with one ball. Black. Bango! Caleb Kelly, pardon me. Caleb Kelly.
He's 3 of 3.
35-33.
On the drive, Marty, that's just the third team foul on Lutheran, Christian at the 2:27 mark.
Falls on 14, Josh Stecker, that's his first.
Stecker committing his first, Josh. Hasenstein back in for Ames. Giving up a lot of height with that substitution. Oh, right in the hands of Brady Oddie. Caleb Kelly has it on the wing, gets it inside to Mdringa. Off the glass and good is Tyler Meinert.
Well, after being cold, they're starting to warm up themselves.
Again.
Yeah.
Inside feed. Shot is off, no good. Off of Meinert of Christian, and Lutheran will get it back. We're all tied at 35 with just under 2 minutes left, 1:55. Ben Lipom back in. Ozzy off a double screen. That's a Sheboygan North play, Chris. Foul inside. Ben Adringa picking up that foul and going to the line to shoot a pair will be Taylor Zastro.
Lutheran still shooting about 50%, Marty.
You know, if it wasn't for some of the turnovers, they'd, recently, early in the game, that first quarter was just outstanding. But they're having a little problem, and you mentioned it, they're turning up the defense, which makes a difference. It's 37-35, Lutheran. Brady Oddie going right down Main Street, dishes it off. Meinert puts it up and in off a nice pass from Brady Oddie. 37-37. Lipom fouled after the shot. That was Ben Lipom. He'll get 3 shots. Tyler Meinert committing that foul.
Not a good foul.
Nope. Got to close on the shot, but under control so you don't run into him. You know, Ralph Decker in the white here, and next to him is the head coach, Brett Flipsy. Oh, rimmed around and down. Right string, right yo-yo. Austin Black back in. Kyle Stecker back in. Couldn't get 3, but coming away with it was Taylor Zastro.
Second one of those offensive rebounds in the last minute.
Kick out, Hasenstein. Rainbow is no good. Lipom to Lipom, and Lipom had it kicked away, and they're going to call a kicking violation on the Eagles. That pass went from Ben Lipom to Phil Lipom to the foot of a Christian player.
2 Lipoms and Zastros on there.
Oh boy. You just can't have enough basketballs, Chris. You just can't have enough. Good defense played by Caleb Kelly, but he's going to wind up getting called for the foul. Zastra will be at the line to shoot a pair. Gives them 12 points in the game. 13 now. 41-37 with a minute left. Caleb Kelly bringing it up, being guarded by Phil Lightpalm. We're going to get a whistle inside. Eric Weisman almost getting run over down there. Phil Lightpalm picking up his third, Chris.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying before. I mean, that's, you know,
taking a chance, right?
Yeah, you should have probably taken him out after those free throws by Zastrow. Now you got him with 3 fouls, and that's...
yeah, you don't want to have that.
Sometimes you don't remember all that stuff, and you should have some guys telling you, hey, let's get him out here. Now he's got 3.
Tyler Maxon in. Richard Bartson up here by us running the top camera, and Mr. Longevity, Kerry Kautzer in the truck is our director for this ball game. 41-39, 45 seconds remaining. Kick out over to Lightpalm. His shot is no good. Hasenstein fighting inside for the ball but couldn't get it. Ben Lightpalm on that last 3-point attempt.
It's his first miss. He was 2 of 3 now on the night.
Maxon on the foul. And Kyle Stecker will be at the line with a chance to tie up the ball game with a couple of makes. Needs to make the first, though, to get the second. There's a good shot of Kyle. Can he get it in? Rims out. Another tough break. Taylor Zastrow with the rebound. Whoa! A zip pass inside to Ben Lightpalm for an easy 2.
Standing under the basket. 20 seconds, Marty.
Yep. Taylor Zastrow with a nice pass. Boy, that was a dandy. Caleb Kelly driving right down the lane. Scoops it up and in. Good drive by that young man. You get a free throw.
He's 7 of 9 from the floor. Nice half for Caleb.
There's 10.7 seconds remaining. That free throw makes it 43-42 Lutheran. Zastrow throws it away. I think he was looking for Ben Lightpalm to do a bit of a back cut, but Ben stayed out in the corner for the 3-point attempt. Ames is in. And coming in is James Rasmussen, number 15. Kelly outside the line. His shot is off. No good at the buzzer. And we're at halftime in a very entertaining game. Lutheran on top, 43-42.
Preteen years are a challenging time, but they're also a good time to think about your child's health, which is why, if you're the parent of an 11 or 12-year-old, you need to know about preteen vaccines. Vaccines that can protect your preteen from meningitis, whooping cough, and for girls, the virus that causes cervical cancer. So schedule a checkup for your child today and ask about preteen vaccines, because your preteen might think that they're grown up, but they're counting on you to know better.
Brought to you by DHHS and the CDC.
I can have text all night long, but not when I'm driving.
What's the point of texting me about a party that you might not make it to?
I don't text and drive. Do you?
Do you?
Do you? Did you say text or sex? Hey, I got an idea. As long as you're texting, why don't you write your own obituary, dumb? I don't text and drive.
Do you?
We don't text and drive. Do you?
Brought to you by Rad Terry Fader and his cast of thousands. Friends don't let friends text and drive.
Party! Do you?
Did you know early signs of eye disease and vision changes start to occur around age 40? I'm Dr. Ann Coleman for the American Academy of Ophthalmology. I see firsthand how vision problems can affect lives. We are urging adults to get a baseline eye disease screening at age 40. If you have any risk factors or signs of eye disease, see an ophthalmologist right away. Know your risks. Save your sight. To learn more, visit geteyesmart.org.
Cable access channels are critical tools for local government. They provide important information about issues, services, and programs, as well as local emergencies. They also allow you to watch your local elected officials in action. Through the provision of governmental access channels, our communities are kept informed, educated, and entertained. Where else can you get information about your local government? Make sure everyone has a voice. Support your local government access channel.
Engineers Without Borders USA answers the call with more than 225 university and professional chapters from a wide spectrum of disciplines. With more than 400 sustainable engineering projects in more than 45 countries, our organization is changing the world. If you would like to find out more about how you, too, can change the world, visit www.ewb-usa.org and click Get Involved. Engineers Without Borders USA. Building a better world, one community at a time.
It is time for caring people everywhere to treat animals as more than mere property.
To be bred, bought, and sold at an owner's whim.
I urge you to adopt your next dog or cat at a local shelter or humane society.
Please, be a guardian, not an owner.
We're back at Lutheran High School. Our next basketball game is going to be next Tuesday, December 20th, when Cedar Grove comes over to Lutheran to play.
Next Thursday.
Next Thursday, pardon me. Thursday. That's Thursday, December 20th. And don't forget about WSCSSheboygan.com. They've got a lot of programming there for you. Some halftime scoring. The Eagles were led by Josh Stecker, who had 16 points. He was just on fire. Caleb Kelly came on in the second quarter, added 13 points. Leading the Crusaders was Tyler Zastro, who had 11 of his 13 points in the second quarter, and Ben Lipom had 10 along with a bevy of other players from both teams in the scoring column. But Chris, let's talk about some of the things you found out.
Oh, interesting half. Lutheran, 15 of 30 shooting. They were 5 of 15 from 3. Sheboygan Christian was 16 for 23 from the floor, and they're trailing by a point. And they're well over 60%. 5 of 5 from three-point range for them, and they're behind on the scoreboard by a point. Hot shooting here on a winter day in December.
All right, the Eagles are going to take it out of bounds to begin the second half. A lot of scoring. I mean, we weren't expecting this. It's certainly been entertaining, though. Lutheran in a trapping zone, 2-on-2. They get it inside to Korber. Kelly, one dribble, jump shot under duress, puts it in. Nice shot by Caleb Kelly.
He's 4 of 5 from the floor. For Christian, everybody's hot.
Sheely shot no good. Put back is up and in by Phil Lipom. Back and forth action. This is pretty much how the second half of the second quarter played out. Inside to Korber, and we got a tie up. Kelly is tied up by Phil Lipom. Pardon me, Ben Lipom. We'll get those light pumps figured out by the new year. Juris from the corner, his favorite spot. He's got a 3.
2 of 4 from 3. Got a little foul trouble. Didn't see a lot of him in the second quarter.
He had 3 points in the first half and now has 6. Both of them on 3s. Kyle Stecker is good for a 3. Holy cow, back and forth. 48-47 Lutheran.
What a shooting night for both squads.
Tyler Zastro picks up a screen. Tried to feed it inside, right idea, but Korber did a good job of tipping that ball away. Nick Verhagen not happy with the results. Adi looking.
Christian now at 72% from the floor and trail by 1.
Stecker got away with 2 walks on that, I thought. Chris puts it up and in. 49-48 Christian. Light palm shot is no good. Adi kicks it out. Stecker couldn't handle it, had to bring it back out. Josh Stecker from outside the line, rims out. Had a good look, but couldn't get it to go. Zastro had players on the wing, but decided to shoot it himself. Not saying that was a bad choice, because he's a good shooter. 49-48, Christian on top. Stecker almost bounced it on the line, but got it over to Kyle Stecker, who pumps it over to Andrew Korber for 2. They continue to shoot well. And now they have a 3-point lead and the ball. Adi pushing it. Bounce pass inside to Kyle Stecker for an easy 2. 53-48. Christian on a run. Nick Verhagen refusing to call a timeout, and now he does. 4:48 left in the third. Christian out to a 53-48 lead. It's a full timeout, Kerry, so let's take a 30-second break.
Television is a powerful and influential medium that allows different groups the opportunity to produce programming that directly affects their own communities. Public, educational, and government access channels ensure that all people, regardless of race, age, gender, disability, religion, or economic status, have access to local government information and the use of a public communication forum. Make sure everyone has a voice. Support your local PEG channels.
It's been an 11-5 run here in the third quarter, Chris. Christian starting off just like they did the ball game, really shooting well.
21 of 29 shooting, Marty. They've only missed 8 shots all night. That's incredible.
Well, it's been a good game. We expected a good game. We just didn't expect it to be this high scoring.
Yep. Well, Lutheran's in the 70s.
But, are they that much? Oh, yeah, Lutheran is. Yeah. Christian doesn't score that much, though.
I'm looking here.
Is it about in the 50s?
Their highest output all year is 55. Wow. And they're at 53 with 4:46 in the third. Nice play.
Juris on a good fake. Gets a shot off. Couldn't get it in. Caleb Kelly with a nice rebound. Inside to Korber. His shot is off, no good. Shealy with the rebound, had it stripped away by Stecker, and shoot the shot. Juris 2 feet from the basket, and he wanted to throw it to someone that was 20 feet away. Chris is shaking his head.
Well, that's exactly what happened, Marty. Can't correct you on that one.
Now he's going to shoot it with 4 guys hanging on him instead, but he does draw the foul. But they're only high school kids. Kyle Stecker picks up his second foul. Big Jake has point number 7. Jake, a 6-foot sophomore. Maybe that's it. He's only a sophomore. 53-49. Kyle Stecker got inside but wasn't able to lay it in. Good hands by Kyle Stecker, hustling back on defense, Chris, to tip the ball away. Crusaders had a bust out, but Kyle Stecker hustling back. Zastro being guarded by Korber. That's a pretty good matchup till he lost the ball out of bounds or dribbled it off of Andrew Korber's foot. Eagles in a man-to-man defense. Backdoor cut, Sheely. Ooh, hits the floor hard. He's fouled by Andrew Korber. That'll be his first only. His first foul. Good play by the Crusaders. They get a couple of free throw attempts by Ryan Sheely.
Kind of interesting, Marty. Lutheran has had 36 shot attempts today. Half of them are from three-point range.
Kind of expected that, you know, from what I saw in their stat sheet, having 31 threes coming in. You got to figure they're shooting a bunch.
Yeah, they've made 6 so far, so that's just 33%.
What is like the break-even point when they talk about that? Is it like 35% you have to make? So they're pretty close to that.
Unless you're Grinnell.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter.
Those guys pump up three-pointers every time down the floor, which is about 4 times a minute. That's going to be on Jers.
Yeah, a little bit not quite quick enough. It's going to be his third.
And good position by Kelly there. And Jers wanted to go through him instead of around him.
It's 53-51 Christian. Caleb Kelly has it on top, gives it off to Brady Oddie, who's going to run the offense.
Kind of a slowdown for the game, Marty. I don't know about this. Hope our fans stick with us. This is like the longest possession of the day.
Yeah, exactly.
The lead in the ball.
Hope they're going to get a foul at midcourt. Falls on Tyler Zastro. That's only his second, so he's still in pretty good shape. But it does pump up the team fouls to 2 each.
3-minute mark of the third quarter.
Jacob Juris out, and coming in is Ben Lightbaum. Stecker nails a 3, almost could have had a 4-point play.
Wow, they are just on fire tonight, Marty.
56-51.
And they need everyone to keep their lead.
Inside feed to Sheely. He puts it off the glass and in off a nice pass from Phil Lightbaum.
Nice strong play there by Sheely.
2:30 left in the third. 56-53. Eagles. And they're going to get Hasenstein with a foul from behind. Jacob Ames is coming in for Ben Lightbaum. I don't know if he got hurt or not, Chris. He looked like he was limping back to the bench. Zastro guarding Brady Oddie. That's a good little matchup right there. Inside, Caleb Kelly's fadeaway is no good. And then the ball is tipped out of bounds by Ryan Sheely. Tipped it away from Kyle Stecker.
Reload for Christian.
Adi right down Main Street again. Boy, they just get out of the way when he drives down the middle.
Well, he passes so much, so then you don't expect him to drive, but he's 3 for 3 now in the game, and most of those off those layups like that.
Ames gets it over to Hasenstein. His 3 attempt is off. Stecker went down hard, but kept control.
Hasenstein 0 of 5.
Push away. Right in front of the official, no call. There's that kick-out pass you're talking about, Chris. Little 2-on-2 game with Kelly and Adi. Rolling down to the 120 mark of the third quarter. Christian up 5, 58-53.
Boy, they get a basket here, Marty.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. They've with the lead.
Mojo just keeps going and going. Don't throw it away, though.
Yeah, well, it's tipped away from Korber and then off of Ames, so Christian will keep it.
Ooh, I don't know if I'd have the substitution right here. You're going to be taking a break in a minute. No, you got the ball. I'd keep my guys in there for a minute. You get a rest in a minute. If I was
I think the
Coach
key
Footsie.
guy that went out is Brady Adi.
Yeah.
By far their best ball handler.
And they're going to get a blow in a minute.
Ryan Stecker with the left hand and off the glass and in. Again, they're allowing easy drives to the basket. And Christian is taking advantage of it. Bennett Dringa in the game for the Crusaders. For the Eagles. Zastro forced a shot under pressure. Couldn't get it.
He hasn't made a basket in the third quarter.
Yeah, he was hot in the second quarter.
Oh, dang it. That was just one of those deals you can't panic and see without Adi in there.
Right, you don't have someone to handle the ball or as good a guy to handle the ball. Jurison, that's a good substitution. You want to get a three-point shooter out there. There's 21.7 seconds left. Austin Black coming in.
Oh, this is a good substitution
Stecker coming
here.
out with his 2 fouls, yeah.
It's late and you're on defense. That's the difference between if you have the ball.
Looks like Lutheran's going to go for 1. Running the weave. 10 seconds left. Juris, bango! He nails a 3 and he looked like he was fouled after. 60-56. And Christian will not get a shot off at the end of the quarter. And we are at the end of 3 now with Christian on top, 60-56.
Hi, I'm Mia Hamm. As a professional soccer player, I know how rewarding sports can be and how quickly injuries happen. So I've teamed up with the American Association of Orthodontists to ask athletes to play it safe. With my years of training, I know what it takes to become an expert, and orthodontists do too. They're the experts who help people obtain healthy, beautiful smiles. Wear mouthguards, face masks, and helmets to prevent injuries. Keep smiling and visit braces.org.
It's usually pretty hard for an ordinary person to get inside medical research facilities. They don't want the general public really to know what's going on. So much of this research isn't leading to anything that can possibly be helpful. And to allow such barbaric conditions to continue is a very black mark against humanity.
Back at Sheboygan County Christian High School, where the Eagles lead their rival, the Crusaders of Lutheran, by a score of 60-56 in what has been an extremely entertaining game. Both teams going back and forth. Adi back in the game, being guarded by Zastro. They still over 50%, Chris?
Oh yeah, 24 of 34, and they're 7 of 8 from 3. Lutheran is 7 of 21 from 3.
Hess committing a foul away from the basket. Not a good foul for him.
24 of 34 shooting.
Jeez.
So 60-some%, 66 something.
What do they got for turnovers?
10. 10 for Christian, 11 for Lutheran.
And that's not a bad number either. I mean, that's pretty good, actually, I think. It's not excessive. I'm just wondering why they don't have more of a lead. Zastro forcing it in, gets fouled on the drive.
Lutheran's Lutheran's not much worse. They're at 19 of 40 shooting, so they're just a clip under 50%. So you got one team in the 60s and one team at just under 50%.
Tyler Zastro with his first point of the second half. He finished the half with 13. Didn't get anything in the third quarter. Now he pops in a couple of free throws. He has 15 on the night and draws his team to within 2, 60-58.
Could be the key of the basketball game, Marty, if Christian can handle the press.
Oh, good work there. Just beat the 10 seconds to get it across. Josh Stecker with it, being guarded by Hess.
Strong.
And goes up strong, but couldn't get it in. Zastro loading it up, got fouled after, no call. And Rasmussen not able to track it down. It'll be Lutheran's ball.
7 rebounds for Sheely, Marty, for Lutheran. There hasn't been a lot of rebounds.
Not a lot of rebounds to get. A timeout by Lutheran as Hess was not able to get it in. It's going to be a 30-second
Clock's
timeout.
running.
So
Clock's
we'll
running.
keep it in. Clock's running. They stop it after about maybe a 3 or 4 second runoff. And they put it back to 7 minutes. Maybe that's where it was when the whistle blew. Maybe. Well, what's a second here or there?
I didn't think you can add seconds unless the officials actually knew how many there was.
You can if you don't tell them. There you see Brett Flipsy talking to the Troops boy. He's got to be happy the way his team's played tonight.
Outstanding.
Yeah. He's even talking to the official.
The only person that hasn't really gotten going today is Rasmussen. Came in and averaged about 6. He's 0 for 4, but everybody else is
Nice pass inside to Sheely by Juris, and Stecker. Josh Stecker is going to get called for the foul, and he doesn't like it. It's his second. Four team fouls for each squad here in the second half.
Oh, I don't know about this call. That was on the entry pass.
I wonder if Kerry can get a replay of that. Sheely had a chance to tie it up if he could have made both free throws. He can draw to within 1 if he can make one here. Oh, rims out. Still 60-58. Hess guarding Stecker.
Stecker with 5 rebounds now.
Stecker going hard to the basket. And he gets fouled on the back cut. Another nice play by the Eagles. Foul goes on Ryan Sheely, his first. Stecker's had a nice night. Oh, got all the rim there. That's a home court bounce. Stecker's 2 for 3 from the line tonight.
Yeah, oh, that one looked good.
That was a repeat of the first free throw, except it didn't go in. Zastro, they're going to give it They're going to say it's before the shot, which was a good call. NBA, he'd have got the basket, but not at high school level. Phil Lipom is going to throw it in. Juris leaning, throws it up, no good. Not a good shot there by Jake. Radiotti has it now as Christian again handles the Lutheran press. It's like Christian's starting to take their time a little more. Stecker from outside the line, rims out. Zastro had it stripped from him. And then Lipom tried to drive it in, but it got tangled up in Ben Adringa's legs, and then we get a scrum on the floor. It's a tie-up. And the possession arrow points Lutheran's way. Ben Lipom checking in for Phil Lipom. It's 61-58. Only a 3-point difference. Hessa kick out pass to Zastro. Bango! He ties it up.
First basket of the half, but a very big one.
61-61.
You aren't going to keep him down.
And a steal by Zastro. He's going to take it in with the left hand, as he should, and he's fouled.
That was just a poor pass there by Kelly. That cross-court pass is so dangerous.
Right now, Tyler Zastro has 20 points. And he's given his team the lead. 63-61, 64-61.
What was the score after 3, Marty?
60-56.
Ooh, 8-1, huh?
Yep, it's been a run. Bless you. And another steal. The press is starting to get to them, and then they throw the ball away. But the press is causing problems for Christian right now. They were handling it better late in the third and early in the fourth quarter. Now all of a sudden it's been a struggle.
I said, Marty, if they can handle it, they can give themselves a good chance to win. But
whoa, carry not called. Referee saying he had his hand on top of the ball.
Yeah, that's legal.
Hess not able to get it. Good job by Kelly to use his body to protect it. Korber, good job of not shooting, and Dringa nails a 2. Cold-blooded 2 there by Ben and Dringa.
Trail by a point.
64-63, Lutheran by 1. Zastro penetrating. Hess with the 3, but no good. Juris with the rebound, and Chile tries to slow it down. Oh, nice drive by Jacob Juris, but he was not able to get it to roll in, and then he commits the foul. For him, that's his 4th, Chris. Sixth team foul. Both teams sitting with 6. Hazenstein in, Kyle Stecker in for Christian.
With the doozy. It's a fun game, Marty.
It is. Very entertaining. Back and forth. Stecker has it. He's being guarded by Ben Lipom. Korber saved it. And Lutheran throws it right back. That's the second, I think the third time actually that's happened this half, where Lutheran has had a steal and threw it right back to Christian, or threw it out of bounds. Fans down there giving Stecker a little high five. Steve Keel, former AD here, now teaches at North, down in the first row.
10 of 14 for Stecker tonight. That's who I'd go to.
Brady Oddie being guarded by Zastro. Good help defense there by Hess. And Hasenstein with an almost steal. Inside to Korber. Kelly with an 18-footer. Couldn't get it to go. Stecker driving off the rebound. Put it up and in. 65-64. Christian, we get a timeout. "30-second timeout."
Full
so
timeout, Marty.
Oh, it is a full timeout.
I
Just
assess
want
the
to
needs
figure
of the
out
community
what.
to make sure that our work will be sustainable.
We are working to change the world to make it a better place.
Through our sustainable engineering projects, thousands of members in more than 225 universities and professional chapters work to support these efforts in over 45 countries.
To find out more about how you can get involved, go to www.ewb-usa.org and click Get Involved.
Build a better world with
4
us.
points.
Build a better world.
And Christian has the lead, 65-64. It's been a good quarter for them, especially for Stecker. Lutheran started out hot, Chris. They had, let's see, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, an 8-1 run. And now it's been a 4-0 run for Christian to get the lead back. 3:46 remaining. Each team with 3 timeouts left. Zastro bringing it up, not being pressured. Ben Lipom almost throws it away. Sheely with good length to get that ball. Hess, and they're going to call him for the turnover.
Yeah, they caught that one though. Third turnover in the quarter for Lutheran.
Kelly.
Oh
boy. Strum on the floor. Stecker got hurt. I think he got his arm bent a little bit.
That and I think his head went off the floor. Christian has got to make better passes.
I agree with you wholeheartedly on that one. You know, you were complaining about the Manitowoc guards on their entry passes.
That's still a long pass.
Yeah. Kelly being guarded by Hasenstein. Taking it to the hole, dumps it off to Korber. His shot is off, no good. And Hasenstein with the rebound. Zastro's 3 is no good.
Big rebound.
Kyle Stecker grabbed it away and pushed the ball, and then he's going to get called for a turnover. Dribbling violation. Jacob Juris coming back in.
Couple empty trips for Lutheran.
Yeah, a couple empty trips for both squads, actually. Seems like there's been a lot of empty ones recently in the quarter. 2:54 left in the game. Christian up 1. They've held the lead most of the game. Hess drove, late call, but the correct call.
And Hess has 2 of those turnovers now for Lutheran.
Lutheran continuing to press. And get it over to Adi, their best ball handler, and he sets things up. Stecker gets it inside to Caleb Kelly, who threw it away. Zastro not able to get the behind the back dribble under control. Christian gets it back. 2:20 left in the ball game. Christian up 1. Stecker inside to Kelly, who kicks it over to Korber, no good. Put back is good by Kyle Stecker. 65. 67, 64, a steal. Stecker again. Lays it up and in.
Lots of turnovers for Lutheran.
Zastro forcing it. Off the glass and in. Breaks the run.
We're down to 1:40.
69-66.
Another turnover. Oh, they just can't pressure. Christian could just kind of like feel it, Marty.
Yeah, it was an 8-point run by the Crusaders before Zastro got that layup in. Hasenstein with 1:35 left in the ball game. They'd like to get Juris on a 3, but he's being guarded closely by Korber. Kelly comes out. Juris, good fake. Shot under pressure, no good. And a good rebound by Kelly. Caleb Kelly kept control, and now Christian takes a timeout with 1:12 left and a 3-point lead.
I didn't like that play by, it's a couple times that Jers has kind of took sidestep dribble and then shoot, and he's missed. You know, I just assume, might as well just reload, get yourself squared a little bit better. But good situation for Christian here.
I actually thought it was too early to think only 3. You know, they could have.
And it's deep.
Could have pump faked and driven it in, maybe dished it off for an easy 2, and still have plenty of time. Both teams are sitting real good, Chris, if they have to use fouls late in the game, because both teams will be have to shoot in the 1-and-1. They're not in the super bonus yet. And you see Brett Flipsy talking to the troops.
Come to the ball. Take care of the ball. That's what Coach Flipsy's saying right now. Come to the ball.
I think the key guys right now is Brady Oddie and Josh Stecker, although Stecker is way down the floor. He hasn't handled the ball a whole lot in this ball game.
See, I would have stayed with Jers's plan there and doubled Oddie so he doesn't get it. You don't want to follow him.
Josh Stecker.
You don't want to follow him. I'd follow him. Don't follow him. He's money.
No. Off no good. A push inside by Kelly. Got Hasenstein out of the way and grabbed the rebound. And then Tyler Zastro follows Brady Oddie. Can't wait too much longer anymore, Chris. 52 seconds even left. Oddie will be shooting the 1-and-1. He needs to make the first to get the second. Could make it a 2-possession game. (70-66). That one no good. Hess with the rebound. Kicks it over to Zastro. Driving to the hoop. Couldn't get the layup in. Juris has it. Zastro from outside the line. Rims off. Rebound Hasenstein. Juris from outside the line. No good. Korber with the rebound, and he's going to be fouled by Ryan Sheely.
3 misses.
Andrew Korber with a strong rebound inside, wouldn't let the Crusaders take it away from him. 31.4 seconds remaining. Again, the old-fashioned bonus. Ben Leipom checking in for Hasenstein. Well, they're getting the looks, Chris, from three-point land, especially that last trip. They just couldn't get anything to go. Korber shot rims out. Kyle Stecker with the rebound. But we get a double dribble call.
Poor box out there.
Yeah, that was...
I don't know what Sheely's thinking there. Good hustle by Kelly. It's too bad he turned it over there.
29 seconds left. Clock running. Zastro driving to the hole and scores. Timeout. 70-68 with 23.1 seconds left. Now I think that back with about a minute left or so, when they were looking at those threes, they could have done the same thing, but elected to go three only. That time, Nick Verhagen was yelling out when they brought the ball up, go for two. Hey, they still got another chance for foul and put them at the line.
The situation I thought was that that Christian, you knew, didn't want to foul. That was the last thing they wanted to do, so that's why that layup is easy for them. Exciting ball game, 23.1. It's an eternity left.
Zastro has 25, leads all scorers. Josh Stecker has 24 to lead Christian. And we're on the back page, Chris. It's been a lot of scoring this game. Christian will have the ball coming in and a 2-point lead. There's only 23.1 seconds left. I remember a few years back when Nick Leipom made a shot after the buzzer, but it counted. Went into overtime that night. And a quick foul by Phil Leipom. I think that's his fourth.
Probably the guy Coach Lipsy wants. Inbounder back to him. But as you mentioned before, Marty, you can't pick and choose at this situation. Still bonus time, not double bonus time.
Well, Phil Leipom coming out with 4 fouls. I'd have left him in now. Get him in there on offense.
Wow.
Kelly's no good. Zastro spinning. Looking, gets it over to Jers, inside to Sheely. His shot is no good and he's fouled. He'll have 2 free throws with 12.3 seconds left to tie it up. Falls on Korber.
You can tell he's nervous, Marty. No knee bend. You can tell he's nervous. Now, I don't know if I would take my best three-point shooter out of the game here because you may need him.
They're taking him out because of defense, and he's got 4 fouls.
4 fouls, okay.
Yeah. Lutheran does have some foul trouble. We've got a full timeout, Kerry, so we can take a short break.
In Wisconsin, the laws are the same for bicyclists and motorists. So if you bike, ride with the traffic and obey stop signs and lights. Whether you ride a bike or drive a car, you must yield the right-of-way to pedestrians at marked and unmarked crosswalks. At intersections, always look for pedestrians before making a turn, and slow down in school zones and neighborhoods to keep our kids safe. Share and be aware. We're all responsible.
Back at Sheboygan County Christian High School, they lead it 70-68. Ryan Chile will be at the line shooting 1 more free throw. He can draw the Crusaders to within 1.
I'm not sure I like that timeout, Marty. For one, I thought Sheila was very nervous, and for number 2, Lutheran now gets a chance to organize and have a plan where, he gets a chance to relax here, and, even if he misses now, at least the Lutheran guys know what they have to do right away.
Sheely got that one in. That goes to Chris's point. Deep pass to Andringa. That's the guy he'd like the foul. And good hustle by Sheely to get the foul.
5 seconds.
Korber, I think I said Andringa. Korber is the guy that's going to go to the line.
Double bonus, Marty. Plenty of time left on the clock. 5 seconds for Zastro to go in.
Well, and even if he makes them both, you still are a 3-pointer away from tying.
Right.
Except I don't think Lutheran has enough guys on the line.
They will now.
Andrew Korber makes that free throw. That was a big one.
Zastro, you better get up there.
Juris hiding in the corner down there. A good rebound by Hess, and then a quick timeout by Lutheran with 4.3 seconds left. Now, what would you do here, Chris? I got an idea, but you say what you would do.
What I would do? Personally, I'd start Tyler Zastro somewhere away from the basket, and I'd have him do like a half a circle so he gets the ball, so he's going with the momentum. You know, that's what I would do. So he's coming towards and up the floor. You know, and the people are going to obviously crash into him. And then what I want to do is have one of my shooters out on the perimeter. You are a three-point shooting team. 3 to win, 2 to tie. You can always kick it out. It's just a matter of what Christian decides to do. But I want Zastro coming forward with the ball. So I'd start him somewhere where we can do like a half a circle. And you?
I was thinking what your idea would be is get it to half court, call another timeout, and then go from there.
Yep, I like that idea too.
But we'll see. We'll see what.
I like that idea a lot because then you're in a half-court situation. You know, that way you'd set a down screen somewhere on a
right,
down below.
Don't have to throw such a long pass in either.
Right.
But we'll see what they come up with.
I like that half-court. Now the inbounder cannot move because of the fact that it wasn't a basket, so he's got to stay put.
Well, Zastro is lined up near the top of the key, off to the left side.
See, Shealy can get it now and take 2. Oh, okay.
Timeout by Christian. They were looking to see what Lutheran had set up. And that's a full timeout. We'll keep it here, however. Couple of quick announcements. Our next game will be next Thursday when Cedar Grove comes to Sheboygan Lutheran. Jim Lightpalm will be helping me out there. Chris has got some other duties to tend to. We also want to remind you about WSCSSheboygan.com, the TV station's website. A lot of programming there for you. Our crew tonight, we have the old veteran, Kerry Kautzer, our director. We have Eric Wiesman and Richard Bartson on camera. Chris Wright is doing the color, his normal bang-up job, and I'm your so-so play-by-play announcer, Mike Martin. And we got a good one going here, boy, I'll tell you. By the way, with our win tonight, because it doesn't matter, we're going to be 5-1 on the season, Chris. Korber guarding Zastro. He's got a little bit with some momentum. Three-pointer, short, and that's the game. Sheboygan Christian a winner, 71-69.
Cable access channels ensure you the ability to exercise your First Amendment rights through the medium of television. They create opportunities for mutual communication, education, and artistic expression. Public access makes community participation possible and gives you a voice in your community and your world. Make sure everyone has a voice. Support your local public access channel.
Did you know that having diabetes puts you at risk for vision loss? I'm Dr. Robert Melendez for the American Academy of Ophthalmology. I see firsthand how vision problems can affect lives. We are urging adults with diabetes to strictly control their blood sugar levels and have dilated eye exams every year. Know your risks. Save your sight. To learn more about diabetes and eye health, visit geteyesmart.org.
I am
I'm a Packer fan.
And we're Packers fans.
Hi, I'm David Collins, Superintendent of the Wisconsin State Patrol. Packers fans are the best fans in football.
We are the ultimate team players.
The ultimate team player, be the ultimate team player. Always have a designated driver.
Always have a
Designated driver.
Live responsibly.
Packer fans.
Don't let fans drive drunk.
Responsibility has its rewards.
Go Packers! Go Packers! Go Packers!
I've changed apartments several times. My roommates have always been trouble. Now, because of the economy, I've had to move back home. When my mom gets drunk, she tells me everything I do is going to fail. I get into arguments with her about her drinking. Dad goes to Al-Anon family groups. I didn't think Al-Anon would work for me, but every time I go, I feel better. If someone's drinking bothers you, you might find help in an Al-Anon family group meeting right here in our community. I found support there. You can too. Call 1-888-4-AL-ANON or visit AlanonFamilyGroups.org.
Hi, I'm Rosie Greer. As a former NFL player, I know the value of teamwork. That's why I'm here with my friend and prostate cancer survivor, Charlie Wilson.
Each year, more than 32,000 die from prostate cancer. African-American men are 60% more likely to be diagnosed with the disease and more than twice as likely to die from it.
Caught early, this cancer is highly treatable.
If you're over 40, man up. Speak to your doctor about your prostate health.
The Prostate Cancer Foundation is leading the way in discovering better treatments and cures.
Together, we can take aim against prostate cancer.
What an exciting ball game tonight. It must have been a blast to play, Brady.
Yeah, sure was. Not used to these games.
I'll tell you, got out right from the get-go. You guys were both teams were in the 20s, and it just never quit all night. You guys, both teams just kept making baskets all the time. But it just been a hoot to play.
Yeah, it was. We shot the ball really well tonight, and we don't usually shoot that well, so it was nice to score some points.
It was great. I thought a key to the fourth quarter was, can you handle their press? And, you guys really took care of the basketball in that fourth quarter, which kind of propelled you.
Yeah, we've been struggling with turnovers the past couple games, and we really helped each other out tonight. We played as a team, and that really helped us get the win.
Anything can happen in one of these games, huh?
Yeah, I don't think many people expected us to win this game. We believed in ourselves, and we followed through.
Is it different practicing every week for the Lutheran Christian game? Is it just a different atmosphere when you're practicing all the time, or is it like any other game, or it's a lot different for a city game, I think?
Yeah, well, we play soccer with these guys, we play football with these guys, so we know a lot of these guys, so we're playing against our friends and our Christian brothers, so it's definitely a different atmosphere when we're practicing.
Well, congratulations, very well put. Unbelievable, you guys, tonight. Like I said before, you guys, 70%, it didn't matter who was shooting the basketball. It seemed to be going in tonight. And you were on fire in the first half, and it just carried over to second, but the whole team shot well.
Yeah, they did. Caleb Kelly also stepped up very well in the first half and had 13, I think. He was just on fire, and, of course, our point guard, Brady, always controls the front. So can't ask for much more than that.
What a basketball game and things like that. They shoot a ton of threes, and you guys had to get up on their threes, and they missed them. And at the end, last couple, they had a bunch of shots, but you guys always had your hand up, and you wouldn't allow that second shot.
Yeah. We practice for their three-point shooters. We know they got three-point shooters. They're great guys. We know all of them. We have fun. So we practice to defend it. Some of them they hit, like they're gonna always, but we came out with the victory in the end. So that's all that really matters.
What's the atmosphere like playing in front of these crowds and stuff like that? I said it was just very electric in here. And do you hear the crowd, or a little?
Yeah, a little. I couldn't even hear Coach Flipsy talking in the last huddle there when they were going different teams, and it was just all crazy. So it was good.
You didn't hear Coach Flipsy?
A little bit. Don't tell him I said that. Hopefully he doesn't watch this, but no.
I'll ask you the same thing. What's it like to play in these crosstown games for you? Is it different every week, or you've been in it now a little bit?
Yeah, it's different when we come play our Christian brothers. It's just better. There's not the hacking out there, the cussing even. It's just really fun, and I love those guys, so they play tough.
Last big question for you. What can a win like this for the next couple weeks do for you guys? Maybe propel you a little, get a little more confidence?
Well, you always hope a big win propels you, but we'll have to work hard, twice as hard actually. You're going to lose them, you're going to win them, but we're going to try our best for God. So.
Well, it was a wonderful game, you guys. It was just on fire. It was very exciting, one of the most exciting games we've had all season. With that, we'll send it back to Marty.
Sheboygan Christian a winner, 71-69. With the win, they improved to 4-4 on the season and 3-2 in conference. Lutheran drops to 5-2 on the season, 4-1 in conference. Leading scorers for the winning Christian Eagles Josh Stecker, you just saw him there in the interview, had 24 points. Kyle Stecker, number 20, had 14 points. And Caleb Kelly had 15 points, so they had good balance there. Brady Oddie, he was the other player being interviewed, had 7 points, but most of his contributions were on the defensive end and with the ball handling aspect. He really did a good job with that. And then at the end of the game, Andrew Korber, their big man underneath, only had 3 points, but he made a free throw near the end to make it a lead that Lutheran would have to attempt a 3 to get the lead. And he also had a strong rebound late in the game that he didn't allow the Crusaders to steal away from him, so he had a big game, especially down the end. For the Crusaders, they were led by Tyler Zastra with 25. Ben Lipom had 10. Phil Lipom had 8, and then 7 each by Sheely and Juris. Good game all the way around. Again, Christian, a winner, 71-69. Our next game will be on Thursday, December 20th, when we go over to Lutheran. They play Cedar Grove. Don't forget about the website, WSCSSheboygan.com. And for the crew and my partner, Chris Wright, I'm Mike Martin saying thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you down the road.